Yo, what is up, everybody? It is your boy Justin Perri here to talk a little bit about the MLB slate today. Obviously, going to be doing it a little bit differently today. Mike is not available to join us for the breakdown today, but it has been a little while since we had a market movers. I wanted to just talk about Mike's sim data, of course, talk about my bets. Tuesdays are crazy for me, but I haven't even really had a chance to dig in yet. So I thought I'd do that live. Of course, bring up the chat, talk about games, go through everything, have a nice time. Even if it's a small stream, just kind of get back into it. Hopefully start bringing in on some guests, have Mike on when he is available. But you know what? No more further ado. Let's just get into what we are here to talk about and get my fat face off the screen. All right. So let's chat a little bit about what we're seeing on the sim data today. I haven't even really looked at much. I know we are late, so lines probably have moved from their best positions, but what are you going to do? So this first game actually starts, I think, in only a couple minutes. And let's see, it is John Gray, Cal Quantrill. Nothing too crazy here. I already have a delay on my screen, so that might be happening. I got to look at the actual sports books. Is this game already in delay? Let's see. We have everything set up here to sort of take a peek through what I usually look at. So we'll talk a little bit about, your VMIs for the game. I think I saw today as like a decent hitting environment. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, Texas on the road, wind blowing out. This is the other game. Okay, so they only have the second game on here. So we don't really know too much about it. Let's see if we can just look up. Let's see what the weather looks like from covers really quick. But all right, let's see what we're thinking here. It's a lot harder to navigate alone, but I think we got this. What's up, Brock Lobster? Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Always good to see you up here. We're going to have to get your ass on the show one day. That'll be fun. But yeah, I want to start bringing up all the NumberEdge guys chatting in the Discord. Just have it sort of be like that extension of it. I definitely want to have Bowman back on the show. Should be a good time. But nonetheless, let's take a look at what people are hanging for this first game. Minus 120 for the still called the Guardians, even though I don't remember what it's called most times. Probably looking like it's a pretty fair line. You might like Texas to have some fun on Cal Quantrill. We can definitely pull up StatCast here and get that going too to start talking about, some expected numbers that we're going to see out of some of these pitchers. We can't really even, we have to go to the game preview. But all right. Yeah, so if we look at how these guys have been pitching a little bit, one of my favorite things to do is, of course, that X slugging. Take a look at the X WOBA, how it's been going recently, compare like splits home and away. So Quantrill playing at home, I'm expecting probably pitches a little bit better. Nope, nothing really too crazy, but he has succeeded a little bit more in day games. I'm not really going to pay too much attention to that, but the whiff percentage is a little worrisome on Quantrill. I don't know. But John Gray isn't much better, right? He's had some games recently that have been a little bit suspect. I mean, 5 and a 4 in his last 2. Not too great. On the road, you got to check if he can perform decently. It doesn't look like his 6 games on the road have been good. That's a decent enough sample size at this point that I'm probably feeling decent about fading him in terms of maybe trusting the Guardians' bats to get it done. And I think they do perform better at home too. I think you guys are seeing all this, right, as I do it live. So you're getting a little bit of an inside look at sort of my process in all this stuff, which is the idea, because I guess I do this decently. Not last Saturday, though. All right. So if we just take a look at Quantrill, I think it's right here. I'm trying to guess if he's a righty. He is a righty. He does throw righty. He's getting used to these pitches at this point. So if we just take a look at how these teams have been doing against right-handed hitting this season, I think, Cleveland has done decently. But, part of the problem here is that where's my favorites list? Show bookmarks. Where's what the hell? Show favorites bar. Thank you. All right. So if you go to like the home stats here, right? Do they actually play well when they're in their home stadium? I don't really think it's any different, right? They're not like one of these teams that's like super comfortable in their own park in terms of hitting. I don't know. The Guardians definitely worry me. Cool. Thanks for hanging, Andy. What's up, guys? Thanks for chilling. I know it's a little bit different without Mike, but I miss him too. No. What's up, Mike, if you're hanging? But anyway, I think this is probably a pretty interesting play on Cleveland. We can also go check out how they've been in situations at home. I keep these trend rankings pretty close by just to see how, like, if it's been like, if this team is a really good home team, I'd like to know. Cleveland's 11-8. Again, this is against Texas. Sometimes teams are better against American League teams. I don't know if familiar. They do pretty well in the Division II. Texas is struggling a little bit more against American League team. Well, that looks like their normal average. So, but yeah, I don't know. Home favorite. If you care about this stuff, if you think like how the book sort of attacks things, Cleveland again 6-3 when favored, has margin of victory of 2.7 runs. So probably maybe a decent bet to make some early noise against a pitcher who has a 5.4 ERA on the road with 6 starts under his belt away. I'm probably going to look at some DraftKings stuff today for the first 5 team total for the Cleveland team here. Let's just check out what that is. I'll bring up the simulations while we do that. If anyone is like taking a look at anything or wants to see anything, just let me know. I'm probably not going to play like every single game, but this one definitely is interesting because it's a day game. It's happening in like now. I think you can still put bets on it. Yeah, it starts in 35 minutes, so we can still get some bets down. Have something to watch here this afternoon. It's going to be a good time. I definitely like to do that. We have the team total first 5 innings for the Guardians at 150, minus 150. It's steep. But again, if you go look at how John Gray has pitched on the road, how many times has he allowed only 1 run on the road? Didn't do it against the Oakland. He didn't do it against Houston. He did it against the Yankees, which is bizarre. He did not do it against the Phillies. He did not do it against the Mariners. So he's only done it against the best team in baseball. Go figure. I think this is probably a scenario where he does struggle. I'm going to check the visual memory stuff really. Oh, it's the wrong game. It doesn't have the doubleheader. That's a bother. All right. So that's just going to be that then. I don't love a minus 150, but I want to win a bet too, you know? Maybe this over 4. I mean, how has the first 5 stuff been for the Guardians? Guardians first 5 money line at home is 8, 5, and 6. Interesting. Guardians at home 9, 7, and 3. Rangers, and this is for the over under now. I know we're doing this fast, but I also don't want to like dawdle and feel like that's better. I can't even find the Rangers here. Right next to them. Cool. Pretty even, but have been going over recently. They have been hitting well recently. Guardians, 4 and 6 isn't anything crazy either. 6, 3, and 1 isn't, I guess, at all too. No one's really crazy. Like, look at these numbers on the first 5s. This is the only like this 30%, a couple 40s, but like this is the only ridiculously notable result. What the heck? Padres have gone under the first 5 in 9 of the last 10 games. Something to watch. But yeah, some interesting ones here too. It looks like the Royals have not been winning first 5 money lines. That makes sense. And it looks like the Pirates have been. This is just Dodger money. They won so much money off the Dodgers. That's so crazy. But all right. So yeah, I'm probably going to lay the minus 150. Not proud of it. But maybe just the over 4. Maybe we can just find a better line on the over 4 to play. This is literally a live thinking session. So thank you all for hanging. I know this is not exactly like the most dramatic content on YouTube today, but we vibing. We're going to have a good time and we're going to win some bets. And that's what we're here to do. So, I mean, this is probably going to hit. I mean, the Guardians probably have been hitting this line a decent amount. They have been scoring a good amount of runs. We're in Baltimore, but at home, I think they're probably going to get this done. I like them to get it done. They've scored pretty well at home in their last couple games there. I'm not sure that Cal Quantrill's the guy to do it. So, I think either the over 4 in the first 5 or the over 1.5 team total. If you're comfortable laying a minus 150 and you're not the type of bettor who scares away from that, I'm not really. Sometimes you got to eat it. But if you can beat the rate, it's worth it, right? That's just the game. So I'm going to go put it on the Discord in a minute. But yeah, this is going to be the day game play. I think for this, we're going to do the minus 150 team total over. And of course, if you can't play that because you don't have DraftKings, which a lot of people don't, go ahead and take that first 5 over. I do think that the Rangers will also be able to score early in this game. Rested, looking good. I don't like either of these pitchers. Decent X slugging numbers, for these hitters to tee off a little bit. I wouldn't be shocked to push that 4, but yeah, it's probably going to be like a 2-2 after this after the first 5. So let's go Guardians team total in the first 5 over. This is literally how I do things when I'm talking to myself in the morning as I put my lines up. Minus 150. So this is game 1. So we're going to have a good time here in a couple minutes. And let's keep going. So the next game on the list, I think that's coming up, is going to be the 6 o'clock hour. Let's pull the Sims back up. Tyler Gilbert versus Graham Ashcraft. Ashcraft is a cool name. So Mike's expected line, NumberEdge expected line is 10.1 here today. Another good opportunity to take a Cincinnati over. I know we voided yesterday, but it's still one of the better bets in the game. I think the line is probably pretty sharp right now at 10. I don't know if you could have gotten it this morning. We can take a look really quick. I can take a look. I need to get my phone synced up. That'd be sick. But yeah, the total looks like it's been pretty constant at 10. And it's probably a good line here. I mean, I don't really know too much about Ashcraft. I saw him as like a fantasy potential prospect this week. I claimed him as my second claim. I didn't get my second claim because I got my first claim. But his numbers have been solid. Gilbert, on the other hand, I mean, a 629 expected slugging, almost a 400 expected WOBA. I mean, yeah, the league average right now in hitting and batting average like 260. You want it to look 260 is still mediocre. See, for Ashcraft, you don't want that. You want like a 240, 245 to start being good. I mean, 235 to start being good. But let's look at how Ashcraft has pitched. I think it has been relatively impressive. Nationals on the road, 5 strikeouts, only the home run really to got one out of the park at home too. So it's not like he can't pitch this park. The Giants, a decent offense. The Jays, a decent offense here. We're not talking about schlubs. He's just not getting hit hard. That average exit velocity, that's ridiculous. So if you believe that he's due to regress because like a low whiff percentage, a low K rate, low X batting average, this is probably a good place to take him. His expected ERA is definitely, he should have given up almost twice, maybe more than twice the amount of runs he's given up. Probably due for a little regression today. Wouldn't be surprised after Arizona basically got no hit by Hunter Green. I don't think they get no hit today. This is a team that launches home runs on the road. It's like what they're known for. Christian Walker's a beast. Love that guy. I think he probably gets a double today. He's probably going to make some good contact against that kid who just hasn't. He's been lucky, it seems like. But all right. Let's see what else we got here today. So I think you're probably pretty safe playing a little bit on Arizona against Ashcraft. He's probably getting a little bit too much respect in the market. Let's see what the NumberEdge simulations have for that game versus what we're finding on the market. We're seeing an expected line of 128. And if you're new to the expected line system that comes with these simulations, it's essentially the fair price line, and then the book takes their cut, usually about 10 cents each way. So when quickly approximating, you take the favored team, Cincinnati, and from 128, you'd assume 138 as a negative price. Net minus 138 is what you'd expect a book to charge. And then Arizona would be plus 118. And then anything sort of, you can go fine tweak it by percentages because it changes. It gets a little wonky as you get to the more dramatically lopsided games. But at the base level, like between 150 is up to 150, 160. Usually you're okay with 10 cents. But yeah. So, we want to see if I can get Arizona here at like plus 135, like I'm definitely looking to get that. I don't really know what the lines are. I haven't been paying attention to lines today. Yeah, I can get plus 132. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Like if you want Arizona here today, I like that plus 130 that DraftKings has in the first 5 innings, honestly. I know that Cincinnati's bullpen isn't exactly great, but I don't know if Arizona's has been performing well this season. Let's just check it. Where is it? Bullpen ERA. Thank you. Oh, yeah. So they're both bad. They're both bad. So, and the whip is worse by a point. Give me the Arizona first 5 plus 130. Let me focus in. Let me just make sure that this is all good here. I'm not biting into Arizona being in a terrible travel spot. But why would they be there? They were there yesterday. Yeah, that seems about right to me. Reverse pitcher for Gilbert. So he's actually going to perform a little bit better than expected today, which is funny. And then Graham Ashcraft is never. He's a super reverse. Wow, that's crazy. So reverse pitchers mean they have upward motion on their four-seam fastball, and it can be really hard to adjust to that when you're changing climates, right? Because a climbing fastball, you're going to expect it to drop in one climate, and then all of a sudden you face a guy with a riser, and what? That arm action is leading to a rising fastball today versus yesterday it was falling. So it can be hard for hitters, and that's kind of what we're looking for. Might be the case a little bit with Gilbert. He might be able to sneak around this Reds lineup, but they have been scoring. So yeah, I mean, first 5 over seems like a move here. Let's really quickly check how it's been at that park, because we can just look at Cincinnati's home first 5 over record. Reds. Can my brain work? Cool. First 5 overs at home, 10-10. Nothing to write home about. Interesting. So the totals happen, everything happens later because these bullpens stink. Man. All right. I mean, I just don't trust Ashcraft. I think that's kind of the play. Let me go see if I can get a decent line. Let me see what DraftKings has for that first 5 line on this game. And then we'll kind of just get moving a little, maybe try to pick some value out of specific pitchers. But that's kind of what I feel like we're doing with Ashcraft. I don't really know why he's getting all this respect, but man, getting 6 runs in the first 5 seems like a trap. 5.5 is the first 5 total here. Diamondbacks, though, plus 120 to get 3 runs in the first 5. Or you can take them, where's the game props? Or you can take them on the same site, over 4.5 runs, minus 115. I don't hate Ashcraft having some trouble at the park today. Oh, man, that's a tough one. Great American's a good one today. I have Ballpark Pal actually lined up. Let's go take a look. I should have looked at that. Where is it? There it is. Hello, Ballpark Pal. Wow. I mean, that's probably factored in. Let's take a peek. It has been one of the craziest years for the stadium. I was looking at this the other day. The park factors on StatCast, which is where Ballpark Pal pulls from, right? Which is why this is going to look eerily similar. But look at how 2022 has been. Look at this. It's crazy. Home runs are up. Like 2020 was ridiculous, but the first base, second base, third base, like triples, wow. Singles, doubles, and triples were down a little. This year, everything's on fire in that park. Like everything except for, strikeouts. People are striking out 5% less than in the last 3 years at Great American, and look what it's doing. Home runs are up 23% from last year. Well, not 23% from last year, but 23% from the average that it was last year, right? This is against the major league average park. Hits are up. Runs are up. Like runs are at an all-time high. There's never been a 132% year for Great American Ballpark in runs. It's always been great for the home run, but it's sort of taken that back with the singles and the double difficulty, right? It leaves the park, but that's about it. But now guys are hitting doubles. I mean, did they change the fences? I wouldn't know. Let's see. But look at that, 2.9 extra feet of distance versus the average. That's crazy. But anyway, I think Arizona, that first 5, if we want to get a plus money line in here, which I do like this Arizona Diamondbacks offense personally. Maybe a little bit of bias with my fantasy team having Walker and Marte. I'm just deep in this dynasty league, guys. I'm so deep. Help. I'm playing Tim this week. I need to beat him. We can take a look at that in a little bit. Honestly, that's gonna be fun. But anyway, let's go put down a bet for Arizona first 5 team total as well. These first 5 team totals got us here. Why stray away? I don't hate 2.5 at plus money here. Get to 3. So we'll just ARI F5 TTO 2.5 plus 120. I just like that plus 120 there, guys. And of course, everything's half units. And again, appreciate all of you guys hanging out. We've been ebbing and flowing a little bit with people coming in and out. I know it is a Tuesday afternoon. So what up to anybody watching it later? We got a couple games still to go. It is a big slate, full slate. Let's get back to the simulations. Let's see if we can find any quick sim value. I know that Mike had a lot of picks in the Discord, and if you haven't joined the Discord yet, it is just discord.gg/NumberEdge. You can join through YouTube Premium right here, actually. So join the Discord. It is a pretty cool place. We hang out. We talk baseball all day during the summer, and people fight about if the Rangers are going to win or not. It's really a lot of fun. But anyway, back to, I'm just joking. Jonah Doan is pitching against Edward Cabrera. And I mean, I think we got to keep talking about every game, because how are you not going to talk about Adon if he is truly going today, which I don't know that he is right now. Let's find out. Is it confirmed? Expected lineup. Let's see. I haven't. Again, this is literally me doing my betting in the middle of the day. Most days I do it early, so I figured I'd just tape it. Gilbert isn't great either there. Yeah, I see Adon. So all right, let's go ahead and attack him. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't. Let's just go pull up his numbers here and show you why we're okay with this. Yeah, that should do it. I mean, come on. He hasn't won a game since the Diamondbacks at home. He's had one good performance. He's only not taken a loss in 2 games. This isn't even about no decisions. The team can't come back from the deficits he puts them in every time. And the bullpen does not help. I mean, until this guy wins some games, how are you going to fade him? Like, let's go. He might, if he's not one of the worst first 5 pitchers. Yeah. Look at this. He's never won a first 5, guys. Never. Him, Dalton Jeffries, and Jordan Hicks. Pure profit. Crazy. So, I mean, I think you ride the train. You go back to the well. If it bites you on the first 5 here, I mean, I'm sure it's going to be expensive, but you know what? I think you can go with the run line. Honestly, I think I'm going to go with the fish on the first 5 run line. I'm not paying the minus 180. It is probably a pretty safe bet because, again, he has one push here, right? So that would be the one time probably that the run line wouldn't have covered. But essentially 9-1 on the run line. If you assume they're all underdog run lines, which with his terrible pitching, I'm assuming they are. But even if 1 or 2 isn't, like, come on, he lost them all. They weren't winning. So, all right, let's see what the spread looks like. You can get the minus half a run at minus 130 on DraftKings. I'm going to go ahead and play that. I think that's probably pretty smart. Now, I want to just check one thing because I know that this division has actually been kind of crazy on overs, like when playing each other. All right, so if you go not league games, a league game, yeah, in the same league. Division games, and just show the NL East. Washington is the only one that's not reliable when playing division games, but it's really the Phillies and the Braves that have just been forces when, like, just allowing their familiar competition to score runs on them. Like, look at that. Philadelphia plus 1.5 on the total. They're going over by 1.5 on average over 20 games. That's a lot. The book has been wrong by a run and a half on the divisional games for the Phillies this year. On average, which means, yeah. Wow. All right. Which means like the games they go under aren't going under by a lot. Or not often, at least. But yeah, I'm pretty cool with Washington having a tough time here. Minus 130 for Miami. Win-loss at home. I mean, we can check the first 5 if we're going to go first 5 here. But where are they? Mariners, Marlins. Come on. My brain. There it is. Yeah. I mean, 15-7 at home on the first 5 run line. Oh, that's the over. Whoa, that's interesting. That's the over. Marlins at home, though, 9-4. So they might actually struggle. 22-5. Most ridiculous stat in baseball. They still haven't lost since I tweeted about it. All right. Yeah, I just can't stop fading Adon. How are you not going to take the fish? You essentially have to until he proves that he can pitch well enough that his team isn't losing when he's done. So let's go with the Marlins. These are all going into the Discord live. My Marlins, all of our bets are first 5s right now. Of course, they're all also. Oh no, they're not all favorites. Good. What am I doing? This is on DraftKings. These are all on DraftKings, so I'm not putting in the books because we're live and I'm lazy. But y'all will understand. The team totals are only. I could check win, but I'm not being diligent enough because I'm streaming. All right. It's definitely how you want to play this. Maybe the first 5 total over if you do not trust Miami's pitcher, which is Cabrera tonight. I mean, that's looking like he's like coming out of the pen and he dominated the Rockies in Colorado. What? Who is this kid? I mean, this is a more telling story. First of all, the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp, that's awesome. Second of all, I do not expect the type of result again. That's crazy. Look at this. That is not how it's supposed to go. Clearly throws a heater. Paints the changeup down in the corner here. Doesn't throw much of this curveball, but has it. It looks like. Put away percents are up. whiff percents are nice right now, even though it's only like 100 pitches thrown. I mean, these are the expected batting average is crazy. I don't know, man. He could be nice. I like it. I don't think I'm scared. It's Washington, and they have not been playing well. So, yeah, let's go with it. Again, yeah, it's Cruz and Soto, and like Bell is playing all right, and right, Keibert, Ruiz solid, but they have a lot of holes in the lineup. We'll see how it goes. I think Garrett Cooper and Jazz Chisholm are very solid players. So is Soler, and Sanchez is hot right now. And if Adon is where's his ass? Ashcraft, Edward Cabrera. This is probably Adon. Nope. All right. If Adon is a righty, especially, that's going to help because Jesus Sanchez is he's really good against righties right now. So, all right. Yeah, I'm in. Fish, first 5. Let's go. Let's run it. We got 3 picks in right now on each of the first 3 games. Let's get back to the Sims really quick. And yeah, so, my 166 looks like it's about what we're getting out here for the game lines right now on the even lines. If anything, it's shaded towards Miami. So if you wanted to just take the value against the market, like, yeah, you can find plus 165 out there, but that's like, that's a 10-cent win. I don't know. It's long-term. Could it work if you pick your spots correctly? Sure. Betting blindly, I'd imagine it works out just as well as just picking your favorite teams. But who knows? I just don't think it's enough of an edge to be like, oh, I got to play that. I got plus 165, and that's the expected line, which doesn't even have the books. You're basically getting a fair offer instead of paying the fee. So if you like the side here, go ahead. But I don't like the side, and I'm not paying the tax on the other side for Miami. I'll take the run line because I just think Adon loses and isn't good. All right, next game. Tariq Skubal, Jose Quintana. I mean, look, Pittsburgh has looked